Hi everyone, it's a pleasure to be here, and thank you Ariadna for the introduction. My name is Yuval Pearl. I'm the head of environmental policy at Metha.ai, and I'm excited to tell you about how we're using AI to reduce methane emissions from cows. And of course, we all have 5 minutes, so bear with me. So we know that we need to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. That's hopefully not a topic of discussion. At Metha, we focus on methane emissions, a greenhouse gas that is more potent than CO2 at trapping heat in the atmosphere. And especially in the next 20 years, to avoid the worst cases of climate change, we're going to have to reduce our methane emissions. As it turns out, 18.8% of global methane emissions come from cows, come from cattle. Cows develop methane in their gut. When their microbiome goes out of tune, that's when they develop methane, and that's when you hear about cows belching or cows farting. That's what we're talking about. At the same time, milk and meat yields decrease, hurting farmers. It's important to understand, however, that cows don't produce methane uniformly. You can't track it every day at the same amount. At any given point, 80% of a farm's methane emissions is only coming from half of its herds. And yet, measuring each individual cow, each individual herd, is extremely costly. It's extremely it takes a lot of time, and it's very impractical. So the question remains, how do we decrease methane emissions from cows while increasing farmers' profits and the well-being of cows? We've developed at Metha a personalized cocktail that provides a personalized food supplement for different herds. This is technology that was developed here at MIT by the CEO of Metha, Dr. Altschuler, and Professor Bentland. And what it does is it enables us to predict which herds are emitting which amount of methane at what level at what time. Metha uses food supplements that are already on the market today. Maybe you've heard of some of them, such as seaweed or garlic. There are many coming on the market. However, using our technology, we triple their efficacy, achieving 30% methane emissions reduction, which is huge in this industry. So how does this solution work? We use local partners on the ground, farms, who periodically sample 15 cows on their farm. This is what produces the rich microbial data set that we introduce into the AI engine. And that helps us predict which treatment is valuable for which herd. We again work with our local partners to scale this shipment, and what's exciting about this cyclical process is that it doesn't depend on certain variables, whether there's a drought condition or a different feed is introduced into the cow mix. The AI engine is able to take that challenge and give us the right outcome for each herd. So we've proved this in simulations, and we've proved this in the lab, and we're excited that we're working with 4 design partners, 4 farms in Israel, to prove this technology. Farmers love this because they're incentivized by increased milk and meat yield, and at the same time, something that we're excited about are different certifications and different rebranding potentials, such as methane-reduced milk, which I think will be a big player in the market in the coming years. So, of course, if you're in the dairy industry, in the meat industry, in general, and agricultural, we'd love to partner, we'd love to talk. But also my position is working with ESG portfolios, working with carbon offsetting. I'd love to connect and chat. And I'll finish with this. This is an image taken by NASA of methane emissions in our atmosphere. This isn't a problem that we don't understand. It's not even a problem that we can't see with our, understand and see with our eyes. However, we do have the solutions for it. So let's partner, let's reduce methane emissions. Thank you so much. Here's my contact information if we don't get a chance to talk, and have a good one.